starts and it goes to work. Let's focus on the next section, from the neck to the top of the head. Again, go for subcutaneous sensations under the skin. Anywhere in the head, eyebrows, eyes, ears, mouth, lips, tongue. If you get many thoughts, then ask the brain to send one by one. See if you get any thought from this. And then slowly come out of it and open your eyes. So far in the world, I've seen only one problem with all beings, all human beings, men and women and children also. What is this problem? The problem is that they cannot differentiate between imagination and senses. So they don't know what is a need and what is greed. These are two very different things. Wants and needs, right? You want everything. You want your wife, neighbor's wife, and also chief minister's wife, if she's good looking, right? That's called greed. And then you want some money, you want an apartment here, that's not enough, then you have to buy something else. By the time you fulfill your greed, your life will be over. You wouldn't have lived a single day with happiness. This is a huge problem across the world, and this is why our planet is like this. There's no forest left for our greed. We just take from the earth more than what we need. And we do it with everything. We eat more than what we need. We speak more than what we need. And we indulge in drugs and that and this when we don't need it. So the world is really reeling under the same problem which even you have, and that's all you have to do. If you sort it out, if you once and for all sort it out and listen to your body using this technique. How long did it take? Less than 10 minutes? Maybe we focus 2 minutes on each section, 6 minutes maximum. You can do it in an auto. Anywhere where you don't have to operate machinery, like a car or any other machinery. When you don't have to do anything with your eyes open, you can close your eyes and always check. What is my body saying? Can you see the messages of friendship your body gave you? The assurance. No friend can assure you like that. No mentor, no parent. Nobody can assure you like how your body assures you that what you're doing is correct. Trust in me. What I'm going to tell you is based on solid sensory information. Trust in this. Don't just because you can create imagination. So, skillful use of imagination is one topic you need to understand. Then what to do with this imagination, right? This is a story. There was this, such a beautiful story from India only. There was this man who's who had one daughter, and he used to live in the forest. A very poor life. They had to gather stuff from the trees or hunt in order to eat. But they were happy. They had no problem. So the man walks through the forest and one day stumbles on something. He picks it up and it's a small golden casket. He says, wow, what can be in this? What is locked in this? And he breaks the lock open and opens it. One Rakshasa comes out. And he says, listen, whoever owns this golden casket owns me. I will do whatever you say. I will give you whatever you want. But only one thing. Don't keep me idle. If you keep me idle, I'll eat you. Okay? So the man gets excited, at the same time he's a bit scared too. First he thinks, I can always give him work. There'll be some work. There'll be some desire that I have. My desires are not unlimited. I mean, my desires itself are unlimited. I'll keep asking for new things. Right? I won't get bored. I'll live the life of a king. Shall I accept this or shall I just lock it back and put it where I found? Then something in him says, accept it. Your life is going to change. Says, okay, come. First thing, I want my house to turn into a palace with a lot of servants and everything taken care of, including the maintenance of the palace. Done. The genie works on it for the Rakshasa genie. Works on it for about 6 months and gets it done. He's constructed a palace. He's got everything. And he's arranged for a source of income to manage the palace. So this guy has nothing to worry about. He started living in the palace with his daughter. She's also happy. She's like, okay, great. It's a good change. Then he says, what next? Say fast or I'm going to eat you. So under that pressure he says, I want to live with the 6 most beautiful women in the world. And he says, okay. For this genie takes just 3 months. He travels all over the world, finds women, the most beautiful, compares them, grades them according to order. He brings them into 6 different rooms into the palace, convinces them to stay also, finished. And they all fall in love with this guy. Now he's like, what next? 6 months over and he's already run out of things. He doesn't know what else he wants. Then he says, genie says, listen, at any time I won't eat you immediately. I'll give you 1 day time. If after 1 day, 24 hours you haven't replied to me with work, I will eat you. This guy can't think of anything else because he's got wealth, he's got women, inside the coffers are full, and the wine chest is full. He's got all the drugs he needs. He's just got a fantastic life. What his definition of a fantastic life, and he can't imagine anything more. Then he comes out and says, wait, I got it. Let the best musicians in the world play for me. Done. For this, the genie is getting much better at his job. He does it in 30 days. Best musicians in the world, all lined up. And they're all playing for him. They're convinced also to play for him. They're paid for also. He's like, wow, I'm enjoying the music, but I have only 24 hours to enjoy the music. because, and then he thinks, I can ask for so many things, but this is very tiring because I have to give him something else before I can enjoy this. Then he says, I would like to shift to live by the sea and eat all the underwater animals. Done. Genie is getting even better. In 15 days, shifts him to the sea with everything, musicians, everyone's gone, the whole jing bang. So he's like, what the? And he's got 24 hours to give him something else. And he's saying, whatever I think of, he'll do. First time he took 6 months, then he took 3 months, then he took 15 days. 30 days and then 15 days. Wow. Next he'll do it off in 1 day, then I won't even get 24 hours to think. This is becoming terrible. Then he calls his daughter and he says, I'm in really bad shape. You have to help me. She says, what's the problem? He says, that guy is asking for work. I've got everything I need. I want to enjoy this before I get new desires. I'm not able to do that because in 24 hours I have to tell him what to do next. He starts crying, man. She says, okay, listen. It's okay. I'll solve the problem. You chill and relax. And she goes to the genie and she calls him and he comes there. She says, what can I do for you? And she says, just get a really long pole. So the genie says, a long pole? How long? She says, about 1 kilometer long. Okay. He gets it. He takes one day to do it. He's constructed a 1 kilometer pole just outside the house. And he's really big, man. 1 kilometer is not a small distance. Then he says, what next? He's also curious. He doesn't know what this is for. I hope you made it sturdy. So yeah, it's sturdy. Even if elephant hits it, it won't fall. I said, okay, great. I want you to climb up and down this pole until I tell you what to do next. And then forever, for the rest of the life, the genie was climbing up and down the pole. If they wanted something, they'll say, hey genie, we're out of milk. And he'd go get it, go back to the pole, and go climb up. He was also happy. He needs work. Imagination is like that. It needs work. It needs to do something creative. Right? Give it work. But learn how to park it doing the same thing. It does it. That's why you should take up some kind of hobby where you give expression for your imagination. Either painting or music or whatever you feel drawn to. Working out, exercise, anything. This is the importance of hobby. But hobby is a hobby. You don't let it interfere with the real life. When you need the imagination to solve a real problem, then you call it. Otherwise, send it back. Give it work. So have a real problem. For example, I'm a painter. My imagination is always solving visual problems. Right? And I've given it now a problem. I'm doing this painting right now of Lakshmi Narasimha. I've given my imagination the work to find out an actual image that satisfies me. And it's working. It came up with this image that you see in front of you. But I'm not happy with it. I want my imagination to improve it. It's working on that. It's busy with that. I've given it a harmless job to do. It also makes me money because I sell my paintings for a lot of money. So find something like that and put your imagination to it. Write. If you can write. Whatever you are good at. I write stories also.
What if I don't know what I'm good at?
You're always good at stories. Imagination makes up stories. Just write stories. Maintain a blog and write a story of what all you imagined will happen to you. It will write. It gets better and better at it. Every time you sit and imagine what the other person is thinking. But tell the imagination, not now. When I go home, I sit in front of the computer, give me all this information. Make friends with your imagination. It's that simple. So mostly I advise people to just open a blog and start writing whatever the imagination wants to express. That's okay. Express it. You want to write erotica, write erotica. What would it be if I saw all the office women naked in my office? And then write about it. Imagination is very happy. You've given it work to do. Maybe whatever you write will be read by other people. They'll enjoy it too. At some point they will want to pay you. Receive the cash extra that's coming. No problem. But you still have your work. In your work, if you need to use your imagination, call it. Hey imagination, come here. You can address it like that. And help me with this. Take leadership over both your senses and your imagination. Your senses are already there to serve you. They are married to you for life. They will not leave you. No divorce. Senses will always be there. So keep making the sense. Keep making sense by listening to the senses. And keep your imagination busy by giving it imaginative work. On weekends, have a drink or two, sit down and write.